Alright you guys, welcome back to another episode of Viking Builds where we're doing big things in this little garage. First things first, this car's been an absolute workshop for the past month or so it definitely deserves a bath. So with that being said, I'm going to back off and let you guys enjoy the satisfaction of watching this thing get clean. So what I'm doing right here is scraping off this spray insulation. It was affixed to the 2014 Charger. I'm assuming it was for some sort of climate control. What I do know is that it took forever and it was a nightmare to get off. So I'm going to save you guys the misery of watching me struggle with this and just move on to what it looks like clean. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is put these doors on there so we can take this thing down the road and get it to the gas station. I'm actually going to put it up on my trailer, and the reason why we have to take it to the gas station is because the way that the fuel filler neck is sitting in the trunk on the 2014 Charger doesn't allow me to put a gas tank into it, but I will be able to get a nozzle from a gas pump into it. So the first thing I'm going to be doing when I get this car back from the gas station is addressing these wheel arches. Now this is something that you guys have mentioned quite a few times in the comments section on the pages in which this car is posted on. You're absolutely right. So try not to cringe too hard as I put an angle grinder to this paint because the whole car needs to be repainted anyway. And I am also going to do a wide body kit. I believe I'm going to go with a 3-inch fender flare on each side in the rear and 2 inches up front. So it's going to be pretty obnoxious as well as a Daytona wing. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to be doing is actually a fairly simple semi-permanent structure attachment here between the 1970 and the 2014 Chargers. So what I'll be doing is going from the chassis rails of the unibody on the 2014 to the inside of the frame rails of the cut section for the 1970, which is why I'm using angle iron. It just kind of fit better. I'm not sure if I'm going to be getting rid of this later on as I put in some tubular or rectangular steel structure, or if I'm just going to do that in addition to this, but we'll have to see. next thing I'm going to be doing here is putting some structure to the forward section of the 1970 body and affix it to the chassis of the 2014 Charger. So I'll be doing 2 pieces of angle iron, 1 on either side, and I'll be doing 3 cross braces with steel tubing to affix those together. So I'm going to go ahead here, grab my measuring tape and find out exactly how long I need to be. Now I'm going to be doing things like this in various sections to keep it from moving up and down, swaying left and right until I can actually get some permanent structure in along the bottom, as well as adding a 6-point roll cage, which is going to be my main structure and main safety supports for the vehicle. So here you guys are going to watch me try to build that piece that we had previously just discussed. I'm pretty new to welding, as you guys may or may not be able to see by my beads that I'm able to lay here, or not able to lay, I guess is a better way to put it. But I'm doing what I can to make sure that it's as strong and rigid as possible. So if you see anything that might help me out, just give me a tip in the comment section below and we'll just go from there. I did have to wrap it up that day, and this is actually the other side of the vehicle on another day. So I went ahead and I basically replicated the same piece that I made on the passenger side, and I was able to affix that to the driver's side. Now this time, a little bit of skill, a little bit of practice, it went a lot better, and it's definitely a lot stronger. So I may even go back and redo the one that I did originally, as I'm becoming a better welder and able to put more structural rigidity into these pieces. You guys to take note here as I go ahead and give it a good yank on a strength test. Notice that the body of the Charger, the 1970, moves kind of separately from the body of the 2014. So what I'm going to be doing is adding more structure to the top and the bottom as I go back to try to mitigate that movement. That's going to wrap it up for this part of the video. So to recap, we put structure into the forward middle section of the Charger, the forward upper section, and the rear lower section of the Charger, as well as hung and adjusted the doors and gave it the bath it deserves. Be sure to leave a comment in the comment section below about what you think I could have done differently or better moving forward, and like the video and subscribe if you want to see more of this build.